What's going on YouTube, Ferocity? I hope you guys are doing well. We are just a few days away from the launch of Season 1 of XDefiant. And for me, it's the dawn of a new era for this game. Because we've been through betas and server test sessions and now a preseason. This is when the game is actually delivering what it has to offer. The problem that I have is the game still feels incomplete. And it feels incomplete because the netcode in this game is unacceptable. It's awful. If we're calling a spade, it's just plain not good enough. Now, I can overlook a bad netcode because I do have fun playing the game. The game is enjoyable. But I know for many, the netcode is a definite deterrent and a reason why they won't return. And it's unfortunate because I do believe that XDefiant has a lot of greatness to offer. But because they have this one major flaw, many players won't experience that greatness. They won't be able to jump in and be able to have that fun that you and I have experienced. And this is in no way a knock on you if you're enjoying the game. I just want more people to be able to enjoy XDefiant. I want more people to have the fun we're having. I want this game to succeed. And for it to succeed, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to do a real audit of where we're at. If the netcode does not improve for Season 1 of XDefiant, it'll massively restrict the potential of this game. I'm not saying it's going to kill the game. I already made a video about how XDefiant's not dying. I don't think it's going to kill off the game. But it's definitely going to hinder the ability of this game growing in an exponential way. Because you can deliver the best content ever. You can have a ton of fulfilling challenges, fulfilling experience, really fun gameplay moments. But if at the end of the day, the netcode that runs everything is extremely poor, players are just going to move on to something else. Like I said in my other videos, this isn't Call of Duty. You don't have years and years and years of name recognition on your side. You're trying to break through as a brand new IP, and unfortunately, when people think of XDefiant, they don't necessarily associate you with great gameplay. And that's a hard reputation to shake. And I'm not expecting it to be resolved day one of Season 1, but I think we need a clear path forward. Because there were supposed to be 2 patches during the preseason that were supposed to have significant impacts on the netcode and hit detection, and unfortunately, I didn't really notice much. Same thing with the sniper flinch nerf. I haven't noticed much there. It's been more or less a disappointment. And it'd be definitely nice to see some strides being made. Because it is a frustrating moment when you're dying around corners, when you're getting hit markers but they're not properly registering, when what happens on your screen is different than what happens on someone else's screen. This is stuff that feels rudimentary when it comes to creating an online experience. How is it that 2009 games felt like they had a better responsiveness, a better netcode than something that came out in 2024? It's unacceptable. And I've said that word a couple times, but it rings true. Where we're at right now with XDefiant's netcode is unacceptable. And unfortunately, harsh criticism is needed for change to be made. We can't just put the blinders on, sing la 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 la, and pretend everything's hunky-dory. That's not going to resolve the problem. You want XDefiant to succeed, you want it to have longevity, you want it to compete with Call of Duty. We need to be critical of the game we're playing. Now, I don't mean critical in the sense of harassing the developers. I mean critical in the point of pointing it out and saying we need a change. Don't support the game monetarily. Don't buy the battle pass for Season 1. Don't buy the extra cosmetics. If you're pissed off about the netcode, the worst thing you can do is support the game. And I know it sucks that I'm saying this because I do want to support this game, but in its current state, it is truly unacceptable. And I do not feel like supporting a game that is in an unacceptable state. Doesn't mean I'm not having fun. Doesn't mean that the game doesn't bring joy to me. I just want it to be better. And I don't think it's asking too much for the netcode to be improved. And I think if we come together as a community and we take a stand and we say, hey, this needs to be addressed. You guys have had 2 years to address it. Please fix it. Because I'll tell you this, the second that they fix the netcode, and that's not a complaint that the community can have anymore, oh boy, what are you going to be able to complain about? Sure, there's balancing issues here and there, which I touched on in yesterday's video, but outside of that, like, the gameplay is very fun. It is an enjoyable game. The maps are fantastic. The gunplay is so reminiscent of classic first-person shooters that I feel as if I've been transported back to the mid-2000s. But the unfortunate part is that ugly, gross, disgusting netcode rears its ugly head, and it creates a frustrating experience. I don't want to continue to bring up this type of criticism. I don't want to continue to have that ugly head shoved in my face and saying, hey, remember how bad this is? Hope you don't mind, every single time I play this game. Remember, this is supposed to be a game for the player base, made by players for players. That's what Mark Rubin has been trying to echo to us. The unfortunate part is there's a massive dark cloud over the entire experience right now, and until that is fixed, it doesn't feel like it's a game made for the player base. It feels like a haphazard attempt at making a game for the player base. And that's the disappointing part for me. I want to find more reasons to fall in love with this game. I want to find more enjoyment and more incentive to play this game. But unfortunately, I come on, I play 5-6 games, and I log off because the netcode pushes me away. And then you turn to Twitter, and then you turn to Reddit, and the same rhetoric is repeated over and over and over again. The netcode is awful. The hit detection sucks. And I'm sick and tired of reading it. And I'm sure the developers are sick and tired of hearing it. But something does need to change. Improvements need to be made. Strides forward. Please and thank you. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not saying that it needs to be changed overnight. I want to see positive progress. And I think it starts with Season 1 and how they approach it throughout the next month or so. If they can make significant strides forward to fix the netcode, I think that we're going to be in a much better place as we approach the later half of Season 1. I think people will stay and play the game. You want to compete with Black Ops 6. You want to survive Black Ops 6. The netcode needs to improve. And it's funny because they're going against Call of Duty, who I would argue also has terrible netcode. Massive problems right now with their servers. But you shouldn't be trying to be as good as what Call of Duty is delivering right now. You should want to be better. You should want to be the best. And I'm not putting this on Mark Rubin's shoulders. Heck, I'm not even necessarily putting it on some of the developers' shoulders. This is a Ubisoft problem. And they need to figure out what they are doing. Because I don't want to see this game fizzle out. I don't want to see the netcode be the reason why people don't want to play this game in 2-3 months. This game deserves longevity. It deserves a fan base that is dedicated to it. And we deserve a game that is made by a company that actually wants to take pride in their project and make a game that is representative of pride in what games used to be about. Not all about profit, but about the experience. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section when it comes to the netcode in this game. Is it something that deters you from playing? Or are you just kind of not caring too much about it? It's not that big of a deal to you because you're having so much fun with other aspects of this game. Would love to hear your thoughts down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.